Good morning. My name is John Benson, and this is my introductory video for public speaking, a course which I'm taking at Grantham University. The primary reason for this video is to provide you with the three following items. One, to provide you a face to go along with the name. Two, to tell you a little bit about myself, where I live, and where I'm from. And three, to let you know what I like to do in my spare time. So let's get started. Number one, provide you a face to go along with the name. We've all responded to different discussion posts at Grantham in the courses that we're taking, and if you're like me, you've wondered, I wonder what the person on the other side of this post looks like. Well, wonder no more. Here I am in the flesh. There is one thing I need to tell you though. I am a lot taller in real life than I appear in this video. The webcam I purchased came with a warning label that states, individuals viewed in videos with this webcam will appear smaller than they actually are. No, that's not true. It's just a little joke. I'm a small person. However, big things come in small packages. Number two, where am I from and where do I live? I would consider myself a transplanted Yankee. Born and raised in Minnesota, I attended Osseo Senior High School, which is a suburb of northwest Minneapolis. After graduation, I entered the military, and 22 years later, I retired in my wife's hometown of Brunswick, Missouri. I would have retired up north in Minnesota, where my family and friends were. However, my wife really doesn't like cold weather, and Missouri is as far north as she's willing to travel during the winter months. As I said, I live in a town called Brunswick, Missouri, which is very easily found on any map that shows the state of Missouri. You need to follow the Missouri River as it travels across the state from Kansas City to St. Louis. The most northern point it reaches in the center of the state is where you'll find the town of Brunswick, Missouri. It's also known as the pecan capital of Missouri, but that's a story for another video. And finally, number three, what is it I like to do in my spare time? Anything outdoors. Whether working in the yard, mowing the grass and trimming around the trees and bushes, or out fishing for crappie, bass, and catfish in several of the farmers' ponds we have down here. Funny thing though is, I don't really like to eat fish. So I either catch or release, is where I fish for the sheer enjoyment and release the fish back into the water, or I know several adult shut-ins who really enjoy eating fresh fish. So on occasion, I have taken them my catch of the day. I also like to hunt deer and native morel mushrooms. Once again, not so much for eating my harvest, but for the sheer enjoyment of the hunt, and then to watch the faces of the people light up when I bring them either fresh venison or fresh native mushrooms. So to recap, this was my introductory video for public speaking, where I wanted to provide you with three items. One, to give you a face to go along with the name to be used during discussion posts later on in the course. Two, to let you know a little bit about where I'm from and where I live, the pecan capital of Missouri, Brunswick. And three, to let you know what I like to do in my spare time. Anything outdoors, hunting and fishing. Well, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in future videos.